Greetings and salutations. If you're new to the channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. My name is Eric Moss. I'm a personal trainer as well as a modern-day performing strongman. If you are unfamiliar with what a modern-day performing strongman is, basically I perform feats of strength like bending steel bars, breaking chains, rolling up frying pans as part of a live show. Think like Alexander Zass and the Mighty Atom and the sort of thing that used to happen about 100 or so years ago, but with a modern-day twist. Now, I had started a YouTube series where I would chronicle my shows, providing a highlight reel of the various places that I've been in. And part of that, having a YouTube series, I also wanted to encourage you guys to ask me questions because it helps me get found by the algorithm, but it also lets me know what kinds of things that you guys want to know about so I can spread the message about strength and kind of fulfill my mission, which is making the world strong. So, this question comes from Manaswaran Devar. And Manaswaran Devar had actually asked me this a while ago, and it took me a long time to come up with a response. I apologize, Manaswaran. I swear I filmed this before, but somehow I can't find it in the video, so I'm re-uploading it again. But Manaswaran says, Coach, regarding your isometric workout, how do I schedule between weight training day and isometric day? I'm doing 3 times weights a week, so it's better to practice isometric training on the other day. Need some guidance. Thanks, Coach. Thank you for asking. Truth be told, Manaswaran, is I actually need more information before I can give specific guidelines. It's I have an assessment process that I normally take people through that kind of gets an idea of where they're starting from, and I also need to know where their goals are. So the advice that I'm going to be giving is very generic. Don't think of it as a specific recommendation. So as far as what works for me is, when you had asked that question, I believe that was on my follow-along isometric workout that I posted. I shouldn't say follow-along, but it's basically, I filmed one of my full sessions, right? That particular workout I put at the beginning of one of my weight training days as the first 15-minute segment, and that goes on my military press days. It's actually what I'm going to be training later. So that one was twice a week. That's under normal circumstances if I don't have a show that I need to save my strength for. And I put that at the beginning of the workout when my motor units are still fresh. Now, as for what you had mentioned, it sort of depends on how your body is responding to the training. Like many things in fitness, the answer is it depends. It depends on how you're recovering. It depends on what you're actually doing during the session. Isometrics is one of those things that can be very easily overdone because there's not a lot of muscle damage that happens as a result of it. And you tend not to feel worked out like you might with standard weights. I'm not normally breathing that heavy after an isometric workout. Let me just look at this photo again so it depends on what you want to accomplish. It depends on where you are. It depends on what you're doing during your workout, and are you able to effectively recover from it? Also depends on how long you've been doing the isometrics for. The only real advice that I can say is see how your body is responding to it. Periodically test yourself out, and if you're feeling run down, maybe take the day off and get some extra rest, and make sure to get proper nutrition. Try to keep the stress as low as you can. Yeah, but I think 3 times weights 3 times a week and isometrics 3 times a week should be just fine. Also, one of the things, it kind of also depends on what the isometrics themselves are. Pulling on an iso chain doesn't tend to beat me up as much as trying to short bend a piece of steel that I currently can't. That does beat up my hands quite a bit. So it's you want to pay attention to how the entire system is recovering. But I hope that answers your question. I know it's like I couldn't really get specific with the advice, but if you have follow-up questions, please drop it in the comments below. If you have feedback, drop it in the comments below. Lets me know what kinds of things you guys want to know about. It helps me with the algorithm. But in the meantime, please stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong. Please stay safe, everyone. Eric Moss, over and out.